we are on our way to Fort McAllister, one of the state parks in Georgia.
Fort McAllister, a little history lesson. Fort McAllister was a Civil War fort built to guard Savannah from Union troops. And they did a pretty good job of it. I think we're all thankful that the Union won. But as far as history and war and whatnot goes, Fort McAllister did a pretty good job for what they had. They didn't have much, and they were going against General Sherman, right? Sherman, yeah, Sherman, who had just devastated every army that he went against, and they held up for a few days, but eventually Sherman just destroyed them also. So
our plan. I'm foregoing your history lesson.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah, there's more history, but
our plan was to leave at 6 a.m. this morning. But
Amy's plan was to leave at 6 a.m. this Actually, it was both our plan.
It was both of our plans.
Yeah. But we had, with a lack of planning, or should we say...
No, not a lack of planning. So when I bought this car, I asked Ford if they could buy me not buy me, but order the crossbars so we could take kayaks with us when we travel. And they said they're on back order,
yeah,
but we'll order them. But we have no idea when they're coming in.
No. So maybe instead of lack of planning, it's a lack of persistence.
Yes. I mean, it's only been like a month, but still, like, we wanted something because we're traveling now. It's going to be winter soon, and kayaking won't be an option. At least not for me.
No.
So,
well, Fort McAllister is like a great place to kayak, because Fort McAllister is actually an island south of Savannah, and it's like really pretty kayak area. It's intercoastal waterway, and there's a lot to see. So we really wanted to ensure that we had our kayaks at least for this trip.
Yes.
And you can tell the rest of the story.
So Glenn went above and beyond this week and called different places to see if we could get crossbars. We tried like AutoZone, Dick's, REI, like everybody is out of stock.
There was no lack of persistence this week. There was lack of persistence the
prior
weeks
to
before.
This week. So he ended up going to, what's the place called? Four Wheel Parts?
Four Wheel Parts, yeah.
Four Wheel Parts.
And
the guy,
Aiden was the one that helped us, and he was the best. Everyone that worked there was actually really awesome. Like, they really went out of their way to ensure that we got the part when I told them we needed it, which was actually a day after when we really needed it.
Yeah, so
I'm studying for the bar, and I'm spending like 16 hours a day studying, so I don't even know what day it is. And Mookie had told me what day we needed it by and when we were leaving, but it's just not my focus right now, so go ahead.
So he said we needed it by Thursday, which is today. And they said, okay, no problem.
We'll get it there.
Well, Glenn called yesterday.
Where's my part?
Where's my part? And they're like, well, it'll be here tomorrow. You said you needed it by Thursday. Oh, well, what time tomorrow? Between 10 and 12.
You're calling.
We called before we left, and they're like, oh, no, it's not in yet, but it should be in by noon. And we're like, okay. Well, we didn't want to wait because the place is like 20 to 30 minutes away from where we live, so we just wanted to head there, be there when it got there, and then take off. Well, we get there like 20 minutes after I call, and we're like, we know you just told us it's not here, but when is it going to be here?
We'll wait. We'll sit here and wait.
We will sit on your cooler and wait. So just to back up a little bit, Four Wheel Parts was giving us an update on when the part was going to be there, and apparently the truck that our part was on broke down, because that's just what happens to Glenn and I. Stuff happens. The truck broke down, and they did change the parts over to a different truck, got them there. We had just finished eating when Four Wheel Parts called us and said it was in. So score, yes, something has gone our way. We go to pick up the part, we start driving home, and it is pouring down rain. Because that's in Flash and Mookie fashion also.
Not always, but so far with Peanut, I'm blaming the RV actually. Peanut, every time we take Peanut out, it like pours.
Every time. So here we have these crossbars, and we have the travel trailer hooked up already to the vehicle. So we can't pull into the garage really to put the crossbars on. So here we are in the rain putting on the crossbars. Anyway, we were able to load up. When we found out we weren't going to leave until later today, we planned to leave by noon. But because of the park problem and it coming in a little bit later than we anticipated, we ended up leaving by 2.
Well, we wanted to leave by noon because that would have got us to the state park, to the RV place before they closed. But it's not that big a deal.
No.
Whatever.
So we can get on to the state park until 10 p.m. and we're expecting to be there by 7. The only thing is
I don't know why I'm adjusting the rearview mirror.
You can't.
The only thing that's this is Peanut. This thing keeps following us. It's really, this car is so close. No.
But it's been starting to get dark earlier, so we might run into a little bit of issues setting up in the dark tonight because we're not supposed to get there until 7. But it's a pull-through site.
We think.
Well, that's what the website says.
Oh, I didn't know that. So I don't know what's going on. So she is a blessing because it is important to still get out, relax your brain, enjoy yourself. What are you doing right now?
Making dinner.
What are you making?
They're some foil packets that we're gonna put on the fire.
Can you do it faster? So this is how much room we have when we have a big dog and a little dog. And then there's Marin's bed, which I've already shown you guys before. And then Marin's washing her feet. But here's how we cook.
Marin's washing her feet because so far tonight we've seen an armadillo and a deer. Well, several deer actually.
There's something rumbling. That was definitely making noise outside.
Over there. We're right by the water on the river in Savannah where they commonly see alligators.
Yeah.
So
we're keeping the, especially the little dog.
The dogs are on a short leash because they're alligator bait.
Yeah, especially Penny. Look.
Penny.
See? Pretty good setup.
What are you doing, babe?
Trying to cook my sandwich for the last 30 minutes.
Why are you not cooking it?
So, all the lights were still working. And I wasn't troubleshooting the way I should troubleshoot, or where I normally would. I'm just tired. So I was like, oh, it's gotta be the breaker. So I checked every fuse, every breaker, and then we're like, well, let's go through the owner's manual. And I'm like, look, call Southland and let's figure this thing out. And then like a light like shined above my eyes, outside power. So I go outside, for some reason the 30 amp plug-in wasn't working anymore. So thankfully I have a 50 to 30 converter. So now we're plugged into 50 into 30 to us and it works again. So here we are at Fort McAllister State Park in Georgia. This is the southernmost fort during the Civil War for Savannah. Southernmost Savannah fort that guarded the city. Designed by a guy named McAllister and John McCready, and it was instituted by Robert Lee. And so you'll see when we get inside that, from what I'm guessing, we've never been here, they use mostly earthen, so they don't actually use wood for the fort. It's all earth, and that way it would absorb the cannonball shot at them from the Union troops who won. Let's go. Come here, pick up the cannonball. Load it up.
Why is it so heavy?
Don't drop it.
How did I do that when I don't know?
And look, they would use this if they had to transport it for long distance.
Yeah, that must be fun.
You talk about examples. Really?
Look how thick this is.
It's not very, it's pretty shallow though. It's not that deep.
No, it just goes up. I know.
Cool.
Fine home.
Well, this thing will go up and down.
Wait, what? This must hurt if I hit you.
Well, no, that doesn't go back. What happens is this whole thing goes back.
You better hold on tight then.
You stay off of it.
You know where they stood?
Well, they'll stand right here.
There weren't. Oh yeah, where'd they go to the bathroom?
in pots. They call them honey pots. Did you put your honey in here?
Yeah, the gross
So it was a hot shot furnace. Oh yeah, right there it says it. So what they do is they put all the cannonballs in here. They shut this up. They get this nice and hot. The cannonballs will be like red hot, like red hot. No, because they have those things. And they grab them, put them on the thing, bring them over, put them in the can, and then shoot them. And that red hot piece of iron would hit the ships and then hopefully catch the ship on fire.
Whoa.
Double the jail, probably.
Oh, wow.
Comfy beds from the servants.
I don't know if those are servant quarters or office quarters. Yeah, I don't know.
Is that comfortable?
Not one single bit.
And turn the light out.
What's up there?
This is pretty cool.
Oh, air vent.
They didn't have fans back then. They added that.
Yeah, but the air vent was probably there.
So, were your quarters in the military better than this quarters, Glenn?
Slightly. So,
Slightly.
depending.
Dad, look.
Actually, on ship, I had less room than that bed.
Yes, it was like a little rack.
It was probably this wide.
Yep, and not that long.
But probably the same mattress. But that's only on Navy ships for enlisted people. Like Air Force, you think an Air Force, a person that joins the Air Force.
Look at this.
Oh, that was officers. This is enlisted. There we go. Now we know where the enlisted stay. Look how comfy that mat is.
That's horrible.
Oh, it's filled with hay.
Look, you can hang your gun.
Yep, that's a gun rack.
Do you want to sleep on hay?
A brown vest rack.
Do you think they let people sleep in here?
Overnight? Why would you want to sleep in
I
here?
wouldn't. I'm just.
I bet you during reenactments they might.
I don't
That'd be
know.
really uncomfortable though. I'd rather sleep in a tent.
Stove.
The old school tents. I am so close to hitting my head.
Yeah, could you imagine? Look, hold on, get next to that. So, Maren, put that light down.
You're not a spider.
She's giving you light so you can see me.
I can see you already because there's a light right next to you, but that's the beam
There's the fire.
that any tall person would have to watch their
This
head
is
on.
probably, in case your bedding got like, in case your bedding wasn't comfortable enough, you just grab some more of this bad boy, you put it in the stuff sack.
That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it is. Hey.
Let's make it more.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hay's for
And
horses.
and pooah. Dagnabbit, them damn Union troops, they blew us to pieces. Looks like we're done with this war.
I gotta put my fingers up your
Maybe the crap on you.
butt. It's red. How is there so thin? So more.
I always eat a little. You need to exercise more. Ooh, that looks like an alligator path.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore. this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. Wait for our home to show on the horizon. Soon we'll be there. Hold on tight. I can smell the shore. It's right in front of us if we just.
Look at that boat.
A sailboat?
Sailboat.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You might be able to climb up right here. What do you think?
I don't see why not.
I could tie up to this thing.
Yeah.
If you come to me, I'll.
Grab that. There.
Pretty neat, huh, guys?
Mm-hmm.
We're on the inner coast, but actually, if we keep going that way, we'll be in the ocean. So what you can see right here is, see the water coming out? So keep this in mind. There's water coming out of the septic areas, and we went to go drain our black and gray tanks, and it started coming back up, and I didn't know why, so we stopped draining the black tank, and then everything was sitting in the hose, very attractive like, and we went back up to the front, and they said during high tide and because of all the rain, all the septic tanks are backfilled or filled up, so they're completely full, and they're so full that, like that one I just showed you, the water's coming back up from it, so it's pretty gross. We are full on black and gray, so we're gonna try and find or figure out a way to dump, or we're just gonna not use our water for right now until maybe hopefully it goes to low tide. So we'll see. I have no idea. We are still figuring this out. This is only our second time RVing, but we have followed all of the proper procedures, so we've done pretty good. All right. Hey, welcome to Adventures of Flash and Mookie.
Yep, that's
We should probably do it like, hey, welcome to Adventures of Flash and
Mookie.
or I don't know. We'll figure something out.